Hey everybody, me and Dean back at you with another video. Just another day in beautiful Florida. This is actually, as I'm starting this recording, it's Monday morning. Actually, it's getting close to noon now. No, it's not true, but Monday morning. So yesterday we went to the Magic Kingdom, had a great day. We did Splash Mountain for the last time ever on its current iteration because they're retheming it to Tiana's Bayou Adventure. So we were lucky enough to get a lightning lane in the morning. So we didn't have to stand in the 200+ minute line. I'm not kidding. Look at this lineup. For some perspective, here's where we are right now. The Diamond Horseshoe, Liberty Tree Tavern, in the middle of Adventureland. That's the breezeway through to where the Pirates is, and that is the end of the Splash Mountain line. And the park's only been open half an hour. Cast members are joking they don't know how long the line's gonna get at some point today, but it's close to 3 hours already. So yeah, that we didn't have to deal with that, thank goodness. And our first ride of the day, we have a tradition of our first ride of all our Disney trips is Pirates of the Caribbean. But for only the second time that didn't happen this trip because it was down. I think the first time we had one time we had like a fast pass back in the day that we had to get to before we could do Pirates. So Pirates didn't come up all day yesterday, as far as I know. So we did a whole bunch. We did Big Thunder Mountain first, and then Splash Mountain, the Haunted Mansion, Space Mountain. Got on the railroad a little bit, which had just reopened after like a 4-year closure, as they're putting up a new Tron ride, which is not going to be ready for about another month and a half, which is definitely a source of consternation for us because it could have been open by now. But anyway. We had a nice lunch, did a little shopping, had a real nice day. 5 hours in the park, which is about what we can do right now, for the most part. It's not quite the, we're not young enough to do the 12-hour park days anymore. But given that we bought park hopper passes this time for the first time ever in Disney World, we're gonna be able to do some mornings in a park, come home, relax, then maybe go back to a different park in the evening. So we're gonna get all of our park stuff done, no question about that. It's windy this morning. A little chilly out here, actually. We saw both of the first 2 days we were here, there was rain in the forecast. So the day we went to Disney Springs, the first day, we got sprinkled on for about 9 seconds. Yesterday, I don't think we even got sprinkled on for 9 seconds. No, that's not true. As we were walking to Space Mountain, it rained for about 9 seconds again. And then we were in the ride, and when it came out, it was over. And there's no more rain in the forecast, at least until like next Wednesday, February 1st or 2nd. So we were here in November of 19 and we got so lucky with amazing weather, and we're gonna get it again. It was 27 degrees yesterday, Celsius, what's that, Fahrenheit, 81-ish, something like that, 81, 82. So pretty much perfect. And the humidity was a little higher yesterday, but not enough to bother you. Sunday was 19 degrees. That was the high of 19. That's the lowest it's going to be while we're here. Today's low, high of 20. So not a real warm day today, but warm enough, comfortable. So yeah, we're just getting amazing weather again. No interesting wine to report from yesterday. I opened up a bottle of cheap white Bordeaux which I brought, and it was corked. So I tossed it down, and then I had a very nice, we had a blend of Loureiro and Alvarinho from Portugal, but we already had that bottle at Portugal Night, which I reviewed a couple vlogs back, so I'm not going to review it again. The wine we ordered from wine.com is supposed to arrive today. I already reached out to wine.com and told them the situation, and they said, hey, if it is not good, we'll give you a refund, a credit, a exchange, whatever. Because who knows what conditions it was kept at a FedEx depot over the weekend, right? So that might be fine, but I'm gonna guess it's probably gonna be heat corked, because I don't know, even the girl at wine.com was like, ooh, those distribution centers can be awful warm, and I'm not gonna drink a bunch of heat affected wine. Anyway, so today we're off to EPCOT. We've got lightning lanes already booked for Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, and we paid extra again for the individual lightning lane for Guardians of the Galaxy. And we got lunch at the San Angel Inn in between that, and then we'll see what else the day takes us. Actually, before we go, around 11 o'clock, I can book another lightning lane. You can book one at 7 a.m. and then you can book the next one 2 hours after the park opens. The park opens at 9, so I can book again at 11. The individual lightning lane for Gardens of the Galaxy you can book as well when the park opens at 9, so I booked that. So my thoughts on lightning lane so far. I'd like to be able to, it's weird to knowing that we have no plans tomorrow. We were going to go to Hollywood Studios tomorrow, but I have nothing booked because I can't book it until the morning. So we're planners. We usually have us all planned and ready to go. We know exactly what we're doing. What we used to buy fast passes 3 months in advance when you could buy them, or you didn't have to buy them, they were free. So now you have to buy the Genie Plus. We don't have to, but if you want to get the lightning lanes, you buy the Genie Plus. And from what we've heard, the lightning lanes generally, they're not, walk on a track. You just way quicker lines, right? You skip the big line. So yesterday was Splash Mountain. We hopped in the lightning lane. It was our time, and we walked through the queue, and we never found a queue. So I had a poncho to put on to stay dry, and I was going to record that for the last time we were ever going to be on that ride, because it's now closed. Yesterday was the last day, and there was no queue. It was a walk-up. We walked right up. And then I didn't have time to get the poncho on. I just kind of draped it over my bag and my lap, and I didn't have time to get the camera out, which is fine. I get to enjoy the ride in its natural state without a camera in my face. But it was great, and I've recorded the ride before in the past. And you know what? If I want to see the last day, I bet you there was about 1,000 vloggers there doing it for the last day of Splash Mountain. So no complaints. It was great, and what an amazing opportunity to just walk up. And the lines were over 200 minutes. I'm kidding you. I don't know if it was really 200 minutes because the Disney lines tend to be slightly exaggerated. They used to do that for, I thought it was altruistic reasons. They used to give you, say it was 40 minutes, it was really more 20, because as a guest, you're going to hop in a line that says 40 minutes and it's only 20, 25 minutes. You're happy. It's guest experience. You're, over deliver, under promise, right? Whereas Universal uses the opposite theory. 40 minutes at Disney usually means 25 minutes. 40 minutes at Universal means come back next Tuesday. So it's we'll go to Universal on Wednesday. We'll see if that's still in effect. It always has been. I remember getting in the line at Universal for 40 minutes and being there for almost an hour and a half, and that was pretty common. It's just you just can't trust. They have the complete opposite philosophy on guest experience. They want to get you in those lineups, and then I think they figure you won't notice that a 40-minute lineup was 2 or 3 times that. Anyway, all right, so we're off to EPCOT pretty soon. I'm going to have a great day. So I mentioned in yesterday's video, I think that, splash. That ball almost skipped across the water. Skip, didn't quite make it though. The EPCOT's got the Festival of the Arts Festival on, so it's going to be some art stuff there. Also, there's I think 18 food booths. We're going to try to eat a little something from all the food booths and show them. I'll show those. I'll do all those in a separate video. So it'll just be one video of all the, of all the EPCOT food booths, and we'll see how much of that we can sample through. But today we're just going to go and have a great little EPCOT day, and we'll be back. And I'm going to have we'll be back here for dinner, and there'll be some wine reports tonight, I'm sure. All right. Who says you can't find wine at EPCOT? That's you got a semi-dry Vouvray, right? How is it?
Delicious.
Is it?
Yeah.
We got a little 2020 Chablis. So the wines here are, I'd say, entry level. It's not garbage. It's there's a lot of names you're gonna recognize there. Charcutier, and you can get a 5-ounce for a Dom Perignon for $48, which actually, in the grand scheme of things, isn't that bad. We did not partake in that this time, but I got a Chablis and a little Chateau Neuf du Parc. Both labels that I have seen before, but I couldn't say the name of the winery off the top of my head. I have to go back and look. But Chablis is crisp and fruity, medium finish, really, really fruity. Like, clearly not going to ever make anybody forget the great Chablis they've ever had in their life, but possible, but far from transcendent. That's 86 points. Now, I'm going to try the Chateau before I go to the off-dry Vouvray. So, smells like Chateau, very earthy, mineral, blackberry. Oh wow, that's actually pretty darn good. Wow, long finish. Oh, out of a plastic cup, that's pretty darn tasty. Wow.
What year is it? What year is it?
I think it was 20, 19 or 20, it wasn't overall. So that's actually pretty good. So they gave us an option. You get a 3-ounce pour. So they three 3-ounce pours were $35, so they were allowed in 12 bucks each. They gave you an option of a 3-ounce cup, or you can get a 6-ounce cup from, like a beverage cup. But I guess this, I don't know, is a 3-ounce plastic cup more wine friendly than a 6-ounce plastic cup? I don't know. Who knows? But I gotta be honest, that's pretty darn good. That's 89 points all day long for that price. Holy cow! And let's see, let's try the off-dry Vouvray. So it'll be 100% Chenin Blanc, I assume. I think Vouvray is always Chenin Blanc, right? No nose at all. I smell nothing. Smells like water.
No, oh, I like it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's not the right sweetness for me. It's not sweet enough to be a good dessert wine, but it's a little cloying. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. You know what that is? I'm going to tell you. That's caramel. How many times did you put it in?
Yeah, it's 84 points for me. Fine, but nothing special. Tracey obviously likes it more than I do. I'll go back and get a picture of the bottle so I can actually do a full review when I post this.
All right, here we are back at the resort, as you can tell from the lovely curtains behind me. I'm drinking a 2020 Stag's Leap Chardonnay. I don't think I've ever had Chardonnay from Stag's Leap before. Had a few of their wines, but this is nice. Really got a lot of creaminess to it. Papaya, guava, a little bit of bruised banana, pineapple, Asian pear. Yeah, in 2020 could use some time, but a lot of the same flavors as on the nose. Tropical fruit, banana. I don't know how much oak this sees. I'm feeling like not a whole lot of it. There's some, but it's not really buttery. It's not a lot of bacon spice. Some minerality for sure. Flinty. Yeah. Pear, apple. Good. That's good wine. That's I give that 91 points. Very nice. So speaking of wine, we had lunch at the San Angel Inn, Mexican Pavilion, and they had a very small wine list. I wasn't going there for wine, obviously. Maybe 6 wines, maybe 10 wines. So we had 5 whites and 5 reds. And they had some from Mexico. And I've heard you can get pretty good wine in Mexico if you find the right stuff, especially on the Baja California Peninsula. I've heard they make some good stuff there, but I haven't actually ever had any. And I ordered a Tempranillo, Mexican Tempranillo glass. I think it was like $11 or $12 for a 5-ounce glass. Not that expensive. And it was really delicious, like shockingly good. It reminded me more of BC Tempranillo than Rioja, but it was really delicious. I'm not going to give it like official review because I don't know what the vintage was, and I'd have to go back and look and even see if I can find the winery. But yeah, no, it was really good. I mean, I was pleasantly surprised, and it was a beautiful pairing with my spectacularly good ribeye tacos that I had for lunch. Awesome. It's a great restaurant. It's I think our 4th time there. The first couple times we were there, we loved it. 3rd time was just okay. It was so it went from the must-do list down to the we should probably go there if we have time list. But we decided to go back and give it another chance, and it was back to where it had been before. Really good, authentic Mexican food. I mean, my wife knows Mexican food. Some people don't know this about us, but we're an interracial couple. I'm Caucasian. She's very, very white. I saw that joke from a wedding, an old friend of mine who was very, very white. So yeah, no, but she knows Mexican food because her first husband was actually Guatemalan. And so she knows a lot of that kind of stuff, and I know she loves this stuff. And it was excellent, really good. You know, we had, she also had a chicken enchilada dish, which was delicious. Both of our dishes came with some fried plantains, which she loves. And the appetizer it was house-made guacamole, and I don't like guacamole very much. This was delicious. And just chips and salsa, and it's very normal. They also brought a cheese dip, and they were all fantastic. The chips are obviously delicious, and it was great. It was a great meal. I mean, it's like $115 after dinner and tip and lunch and tip and everything like that, and the wine. So, you know, not that expensive either. And we also went on a couple of rides. So we did Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, which was adorable. I had seen the ride on YouTube, so I knew what it was going to kind of be like, but it was awesome. Just really, really well done. A great family-friendly ride. And it's mostly screens. You do move, you know, these little rat cars, but it's fantastic. It's really good. And then we did the Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. Oh my God. Best roller coaster type ride I've ever been on, the smoothest. EPCOT needed a thrill ride, and they delivered. It is, it's just, like, stop watching this video, book your trip to Walt Disney World right now, and get on that ride. It is incredible. Incredible. So we bought the Genie Plus again today, another $36, and then we $14 each for the what do they call it? The individual purchase lightning lane to get on the Guardians of the Galaxy ride. You don't have to use that. There is a virtual queue you can join. You can join at 7 a.m. When you get up, if you want, if you get lucky. The virtual queue was gone by 7:00:01, and then at 1 o'clock if you were in the park. So the 7 a.m. one, you can obviously, the park doesn't open at 9, so you don't have to be in the park for that one. The 1 o'clock one, you have to be in the park, and you can try to join the virtual queue, and then you get a time to come back. Or you can just pay the money. And we just paid the money. And next time we go back to EPCOT, we're going to pay the money again. It was just phenomenal. It's worth, I mean, $14 a person to go on that ride. Take my money. Incredible. So yeah, we had a really good day. We also got on Soarin', which is another one of our favorite rides. And we were there only about 5 hours. We did just those 3 rides, and we did you know, a little bit. You saw. You're gonna see we had some food at the French booth. I'm gonna do, like I said, I'm gonna do a separate video of just all the festival booths. So I haven't posted that one in here. And we had some wine, and it was good, and we had a great day. So this is on our WineR.com. Wine arrived today. I'm gonna give it at least a day to settle. I know you should give it more than that, but we're only here for 10 more days or so. So we'll probably open a bottle of that tomorrow. We're going to try to rope drop Hollywood Studios tomorrow morning. But again, it's tough to plan because I can't plan until 7 a.m. tomorrow. We think we're going to try and hit, there's really 4 big e-ticket rides at Hollywood Studios that we want to hit. I'm going to try to hit at least 2 of them. This is our only day we booked Hollywood Studios. We can maybe park hop later in the afternoon, another day to go back. We've never been on the Slinky Dog Dash coaster, never. And Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, say that 5 times fast. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is new since we were here last, so we've never been on that. And then there's the Rise of the Resistance, Star Wars ride, which is just as good as rides can ever get. And then there's the Tower of Terror, which we don't want to miss. So, of course, there's lots of other good stuff too. But those are the 4 we want to try and make sure we get all 4 of those done. So we have to try and find a way to hopefully at least get lightning lanes for Mickey and Minnie's maybe first thing in the morning, and maybe buy the lightning lane for the Star Wars ride, because that's an additional purchase. So that's the plan. We hope we go to the park, and then go to the park and hopefully get those 2 out. And then either after we've done the first lightning lane, we can book another one, or wait 2 hours. Anyway, it's complicated, but anyway, we're gonna hope to get to 3 or 4 of those rides tomorrow morning, because realistically we have discovered, as we're not totally surprised by, 5 hours in a park is all we can do at once. So we're gonna try maybe a split day tomorrow, a few hours in the morning in Hollywood Studios, and then maybe we'll go somewhere else for dinner and more park time, or Disney Springs or something like that. But yeah, we 5 hours at a park of walking. We're both walking 15,000 steps, which is fine, but we're tired. We are old and we're tired. So we're gonna try to split it up tomorrow and see if we can do that. So that's it for today. And the next video will probably have a couple more days of good stuff in it. So stay tuned, and until next time, drink great wine. See you soon.